How's it going, guys? Welcome to NHC podcast. Woo!
Woo!
And on tonight's Outcast, we've got a special guest. Who is
Hi, it's Mark.
it? Hey, Mr. Mark Bolton, MC in the house, bitch.
MC.
Wiki Wild Wild West.
Woo! Jim
Wiki
West,
Wild West.
Desperado.
Rough Rider.
Yeah, I hear that.
That might be enough Outcast by now. We're probably going to get sued.
Yeah,
Too
that's
much.
the fuck guy.
There's only so much Outcast one person can take.
Surely the Outcast lasts all night.
Sometimes.
In the background, there'll be a faint whiff of
maybe.
Outcast.
Welcome to the old
NHC
NHC
podcast.
podcast, man.
Hello.
Here in sunny SoundShape.
Yeah, man, it's not really sunny, it's fucking cloudy days.
It's a bit dark and
freezing.
dingy, aye.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
There's always a
Not much
dark,
better outside.
It's supposed to be spring, but it's winter out.
there's always a dark cloud.
Winter is
the Good
coming.
Ship podcast.
Yep,
When else
definitely, man.
came, all of my fucking.
How are we all? How are we all anyway, man? How's Mark? What's he been up to?
Nothing really. I'm pure miserable and boring now.
Oh, fucking brilliant! That's great. Cheers for coming on and
Well,
joining us.
This is the Jaunty podcast then.
I know.
I do nothing with my life at the moment. I've got like real life taking over and shit like that. You know, saving.
No, we
for-
always had that. You just took a while to catch up.
I know.
Oh,
but
snap.
yeah, it's pure caught up.
But now I try my best to escape that by coming up here every week and doing this fucking show.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm here?
yeah. Listen, something.
The bat signal, the
bat
mar-
signal?
the mark signal went up. Come on down.
Yeah, man.
You mean that
yeah.
picture of your dick you sent?
Come
me?
on down.
Oh my god!
I suppose we've not talked about Celebrity Beast for a while. Let's talk about Prince Andrew.
Yeah, let's do that.
American-
Yeah, let's
Hashtag celebrity beast.
Turns out we were all wrong.
Yep.
Turns out we were all wrong.
American
That-
courts have ruled that any allegations relating to Prince Andrew
should be
are
stricken from the record.
stricken from the records. Did not
Removed,
happen,
if you will.
which also means half our podcasts from about 3 months ago don't count either.
Yeah, so don't
Inadmissible
go and
in
listen to
court.
them on YouTube in any way, shape, or form.
No, do, but then just don't
No,
believe
no,
it.
don't
The,
do that.
the views
Don't
of
do
Mark
that.
Bolton do
That's
not
what I
represent the
told you
NHC
there, Mark.
podcast.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Hashtag Celebrity Beast.
Hashtag.
Celebrity feast. What was that? Was what's her name? It was that Australian,
Celebrity feast.
the New Zealand
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thingy Willie
yeah.
Moon, and what's her name? That was the celebrity feast.
Those were many words meaning nothing.
It was.
It was the
that-
movements that really
You
made it.
dropped another fucking bomb, didn't you, smelly
I
bastard?
did. I'm sorry.
When does he not?
Uncle Daddy.
It was Curry Monday.
Oh,
For sake.
Cundy.
Oh,
I'll have a cundy and chips, please. I don't even know what that means.
sound sharps.
I do.
Sound sharps.
Boat to fuck, man.
Oh
Absolutely
God!
disgusting in every level, man.
Yeah.
It really adds to the flavour of the beer.
You can take a bite of the air.
I described the air as thick, almost like Bisto.
Oh, that's.
The thing is, Bristol has at least is quite tasty.
I was going to say Bristol's actually quite
It depends
nice.
on your
Wow.
So anyway, music.
Aye. What
Yeah,
happened?
music.
Well, I mean, is that all the Celebrity Beast news? I think. Do you know what? It's funny how
Probably more.
We
But
did watch a thing
What?
earlier on about
it's
the
dying off.
Is it dying off?
anyone
Well, it's not dying off.
Anyone think there's an election
Wait,
they've
hang
got
on.
to cover up first?
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Apart from
I
the
know.
Tory candidate guy. The Tory,
There is some kind of celebrity beast news. I
What,
will find it
right
because
now?
well, not right now.
You've just had a let.
It's happening
Just-
outside.
Just-
We're not
Just-
doing anything. Why are we
Three,
not
two, one.
doing anything?
Beast!
3, 2, 1, beat.
The shadow of the beast.
Breakfast!
Breakfast.
It's not Kelsey Grammer, is it?
Oh, if only. His dulcet tones as he's abusing me would be amazing.
Colin in your jail cell.
Right, hang on. I've seen something. Talk amongst yourselves while I find this.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
We're used to
Found
this
it.
shit.
Fucking found
Wouldn't it
it.
be
Did
funny
you
to
really?
toss salad and
Yes.
scrambled
That's
eggs with
unsettling.
salad?
Bookmark.
Oh, I know you're going to. I know what this is going to be. Is this thing you playing Jimmy Savile?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
go on,
yes.
go on. Take it away then.
Now then.
Yes.
Alistair McGowan, who people might remember from being a really shit impressionist on TV a lot.
He was.
And,
Yeah, he also
maybe
Is
in
he
the
not Pedo
90s.
as well? No, I'm joking.
Well,
I'm
we
just
may be
kidding.
soon enough if he does enough research. Alistair McGowan is to play Jimmy Savile in a new stage play.
Shut up.
The impressionist will portray the late disgraced entertainer in an audience with Jimmy Savile, which opens at London's Park Theatre in June. Who fancies a trip to London?
How is that even happening?
Can we?
Is it
we all
wrong
just
that-
dress
And
up
that's
as
not a
Jimmy
daily.
Savile?
That's not a Daily Mash, is it?
No. This is actually
Is it
happening.
wrong
And
that
it's- see the
does sound a bit like.
the photo of him
does.
really does it justice. You just can't see this, but the photo of him just looks creepy as fuck. He looks like he's on a register.
He was always a very sweaty guy.
Yeah.
He was always a bit
I love,
moist.
yeah, it's like, I love that. It's like when somebody finds out someone's creepy about somebody. You're like, I remember him at one time.
Hang
you
on,
looked
hang
at the camera. I just thought he would rape me.
Right.
He would do something
He
bad.
would, he's a bad man. That's not nice.
There's more quotes here, guys.
There's
Oh,
never been
no.
Good Boys in Crime
The
Watch.
play is very much about the dark, nasty side. Alistair is terrific at that. Really.
Oh, that's a wee shame.
The script will be
This has
based on...
got to be a joke.
No,
Aye.
I thought that when I read it, but like the script will be based on transcripts of interviews, witness statements, and official reports into the abuse.
Why the fuck would you make this a point?
How are they
I know,
like-
I
how
know
are they-
we're joking about more sick
There
bastards,
are
right, but
two
this is
sides to
ridiculous.
Savile, and whether you like it or not, the unpalatable truth is he got to do what he did because back then he was entertaining and funny. He groomed the nation.
Yeah.
That's
He
a
groomed
quote.
a nation.
Yeah. He's spoken to some of Savile's victims who were
I
pointed
can't
to the
believe this.
project.
I mean, they're going to profit on this in a big way now, and in the form of. Thing is, victims' families are surely going to think this is a bit.
They're not
Well,
gonna
not
be
even a
happy with
bit
it.
off, but completely fucking not
Well,
happening.
it says that he's spoken to them and it says, we're not making jokes here. The victims are
Aye.
exploited by not being
We're not
listened
making
to, and
jokes
this
here,
play is giving
just
them a
money
voice.
and victims.
Just taking a sort of B-list
And the
celebrity.
BBC's recently ordered a new Savile documentary titled Abused, The Untold Story.
Is this when Louis Theroux will actually be able to tell the
And
truth?
it's the BBC that are
Yeah,
going to air it.
yeah.
Fuck, that's going to be heavily fucking watered down, isn't it?
It's just going to be...
That'll put them in a favourable... Saying like, oh, well, all these things happened in lapses of his employment in BBC time and all that or
Yeah.
something.
I think when they're filming it, they're going to keep well away from the higher levels of the BBC and not film anyone's faces.
Unreal.
Yeah, it'll be Frank Sidebottom doing the expose.
Frick side bottom. Side boob.
Smash that boob.
But
Alright,
But yeah.
I've seen everything on
Yeah.
the internet, James.
Way too past it for me. man.
It's not really about a new celebrity beast, but it's about someone
but
being,
I mean,
playing a celebrity
what
beast.
would
terrifying.
motivate someone to go and see that?
I know, I mean...
Oh yeah, I really want to learn more about paedophiles.
I want to know how I can get away with it for decades.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I bleached my hair and plug Shawaddy Waddy.
Plug Shawadi.
Just shake your cigar at people and
don't
they think
understand
you're
that.
charming.
If you'd have asked me even like
Well, actually,
a month ago, is there going to be would there be a fucking play about it? It's the last thing there'd be about it. Perhaps it's the kind of thing that what do you call him? What's that one that Trey Parker and
Hello,
Matt Stone,
Danny.
the Mormon
Oh,
one,
the Book of Mormon.
So maybe it's the kind of
Book of
thing
Mormon.
they would do, but to be specific and do it about Jimmy Savile, it's like that's going to get past one night, and then everyone's going to get fucking egged on the way out and just not happen.
There's no stopping this apocalypse. If you say otherwise, you cease to exist. We're hoffing this shopping list. Out of date rogues with the 10 pence crisps. Out of order, closed for business. Damage limitations, so they shoot the witness. Cheap foreign labour and a lack of new ideas means the storms are brewing and the rent is in arrears. It appears we're no longer pioneers, we'll be refugees in a matter of years. Looking for work, being shunned as one. Isn't it ironic? The shutdown has begun. The shutdown has begun.
Laughable as O'Shea and Stick at a dump, playing doubles racquetball with a band called Cadence off the tagged wall of an East End of Glasgow Chapel Hall. Random thoughts got Valium, seeking tramadol. So is it poetic justice or tragic irony? I leapt on the bus just to get dry and end up higher than a sedative pump full of caffeine just to ease anxiety for a cerebral palsy caused by a streetcar named Incidental Society. The accident it's had today. Cut some slack, you cunts jump when we puff a fag. As for life, well I was never ever in any doubt what a fucking drag that would become. Excuse the blunt rap. One way to kill a vibe and that's wreck it. Away and kick a tree, you fucking wretch. You tell them we said it. The way I feel then any cunt can get it. Preach peace at gigs when common decency's a feature on your fucking record.
the air. Everyone forgot their dreams due to modern machines. You must admit it's getting harder to care. No, I don't need no phones, I don't need .coms, I don't need what's hot or cool. I don't lead that life, I don't need that shite. I'm a product of the old school. People asking me to add them on Facebook, just assuming that I've got an account. And I don't want to nitpick, but it gets on my wit, cause conversation should be spoken by mouth. You turn the Xbox off, put the iPod down, and take a walk about the place that you live. Forget the fake tans and the painted hands, get a grip and start raising your kids. Living in a fucked up bad dream, somebody come and save my soul. All I see is drugged up drag queens, murderers, fakes and sad trolls. I'll never make it through the same old mundane, everyday 9 to 5. I may only make small chump change, but I'm living life alive.
Driven underground, they shut down. Driven underground, they shut down. Driven underground, living in a rundown industrial come down. It's a big society. Been the idea of a career in psychiatry. Big society. Become a volunteer, sweep the floors in the library. Big society. Big society. Big society. Big society.
Tidal
The
and
Waves?
Tidal
That's a
and the
fucking
Waves.
name. There's an name for
Well,
that.
that's if Prime for Roasters are trying to be a sensible band. They'd go Tidal and the Waves to sound
Tidal
normal.
and the
Aye.
Waves.
So
that can be their
so when I
Tidal
talk-
and the Waves
so it's
by
Mr.
Prime
Mr.
for Roasters.
Prime for Roasters is the podcast band,
official-
and you can be in the band as
non-existent
well.
band.
Yeah.
Prime for Roasters, we've got about 50 album titles and about 1,000 song lyrics, but no songs yet.
No songs or albums.
We're spastastic, according to Kerrang.
Spaftastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or
12
if you
games.
want to join them together, it'd be nah. Music news. Tidal.
Tidal.
Tidal. Jay-Z.
Jay Zizzle.
Jizzle.
Tizzle and the Jizzle's all up in this Tizzle.
Aye.
The Tizzle whistle.
And his cohorts.
Aye, he's absolutely
have bought over
fucking
what was
up to
co-
his
Did not, I
knees.
don't know if they bought
No,
it
they
over.
have. It was a Swedish streaming thing that used to be called Wimp, and they bought it over.
Of course it was.
Global
Jay-Z doesn't
entity.
like Wimp, it seems then.
Oh, whimper.
Yes. So it has to be Tidal, which is just as shit a name.
I mean, is running this service going to become one of his problems?
Well, I've
Well, he's bitchy in one of them, although if Beyonce was my bitch, that'd be a fucking problem.
You'd constantly be watching that, wouldn't you?
You've got
I'd
another,
constantly be
but you've
hitting
got another 98 problems to deal with. It's, you know,
I mean, the thing is,
Mainly getting pulled over
the
by
Guardian's
cops
done an article on it,
and
and they're saying 10 things you need to know. Why are so many famous names involved is one of the questions being
Money.
brought up.
Greed.
Now, but here we go. This ties in with another thing I just saw. Jay-Z, as of, well,
Alistair
I don't know if
McGowan.
it's just happened 8 hours ago or whether it's just like, you know, in the last week or so.
It
But
may be.
Jay-Z's pulled his album, Reasonable Doubt, from Spotify after launching Tidal. Now, I think now it's basically a case of if they want all
look,
those millions
you
of
want
fans,
this- yeah, you go.
they can then control it by going, this is the only place you can hear it.
But
Oh,
it's,
that's
all,
what-
it's all about the art.
So, of course
I
it is.
thought it was all
keeping
about
it
the
with the art.
bass.
Oh, remember,
No,
so
Jerry.
That was
remember you have
terrible.
Always Dre with his Beats, those $500 headphones that cost $14 to make. It's all about the music, man.
That is all about music.
It's all about
$14.
the quality, which has been proven to be really shit.
Exactly.
I
Proven,
mean, the thing
exactly.
is, see,
Proven.
years working anyway, and you put beats on, you realise, oh, they're shit. They're not good.
They are
not good.
crap.
They're a
not
fashion
good.
statement.
That's what I
Much
mean.
as
It's
like Tidal was
Heavy
maybe-
bass that rattles your head, it makes you think, makes the idiots go, oh, that must mean the music's really good because I can feel it.
Aye.
No, it just means that your brain's very
Sennheisers,
small and it's
that's what you
rattling
wanna
about
go
like a
with,
ping pong ball up there.
They're an affordable, awesome set of headphones. There you go.
Sponsored by?
SoundShape.
No,
Sennheisers, you bellend. Not a sound shape.
For fuck's sake, you're
It's
ruining my
similar.
joke.
well, I use
know.
Sennheisers here, so it's all good.
So, does anyone want to hear a joke about Alzheimer's?
Sounds like an angry German.
oh my god.
Sennheiser.
Schnell, Achtung,
But,
Sennheiser.
Lily Allen has been kind of vocal against Tidal already.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Well, what does she do now
Old
apart from
three
being vocal
nipples.
about things?
She rubs her third nipple quite a lot, I believe.
I hear it's lucky.
Yeah.
Nubbin, little nubbin,
But
that's
yeah,
a child.
the
Leave
whole
him out
Tidal
of it.
thing,
nubbin. Oh,
the
wee
Tidal
nubbin.
thing in general
Oh, who
is
won the Hard Rock
nonsense.
Rising?
Nubbin.
Break the butterfly.
Oh, right, okay.
That's a bit harsh.
Can Tidal really
It's a
pay
good
more
name for
to
a band.
artists? One of the big talking points about streaming music is how much our little artists make. Tidal is claiming it will pay more, but that may not be as easy as it hopes.
It won't be
Well-
easy for Jeezy.
Well,
Easy for Jeezy.
cheesy.
I'd seen something right. I think
It
the
ain't easy being
Spotify's like what,
Jay-Z.
$9.99 a month or something like that for a premium membership.
Premium
which-
is that's the one I've got.
which
Yeah.
I heard something today that there's only maybe like 4% of
Yeah.
people that use it in the UK have a premium membership.
It's
And
only 4.
It's ridiculous
Yeah.
because if you can get it for free and just deal with the odd advert,
25% of users
What's this?
worldwide or something like
and
that.
there's
I
only
think.
about 4% of people in the UK use Spotify Premium.
And now also,
And the idea-
isn't it also true now? The reason I paid for it originally, and which I might now cancel it, is
Because
the fact
you're
that.
the only person in the room that's bothered.
Oh, that's I mean, of the 4%,
imagine being a
1 in 4.
4%er.
But the thing is, I did it because you couldn't. You used to be able to not have the streaming on your phone service. It could only be through a laptop or like on a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah.
But the reason it was like premium gives you streaming anywhere through 3G, 4G
Yeah.
on your phone. But I now believe that
And
the free
prevention
service
Yeah, you
is.
can get
by
it.
Jack
So now it's
the
everywhere.
same, yeah.
So I think I might
Yeah.
just cancel it because I only use it now and again, and I don't
Aye.
really mind the odd advert if that was the case.
I mean, it's $9.99 for that, and I think this
Is it $9 a month or a year?
month.
Oh, it's a month.
A month.
If it was a year, I'd keep paying it forever.
Yeah,
it'd
that's
be
what I was
fine.
gonna say, forever, aye.
but
Everyone would.
The idea
Yeah,
of this Tidal
like-
is it's maybe $19.99 a month. I think it's like double
Wow.
the price. But
No
out of
chance.
that, 75% goes to the artist and 25% is for running costs, and that's the
Yeah.
idea. So
Could not
all the
give a
money goes
fuck
to the
about
artists.
that. It's not happening.
I mean,
If
But-
that was true,
Yeah. However,
But the thing is,
the
like-
artists that are involved in it are probably the biggest artists in the world.
It's only
So
huge. Like
the idea is that
Coldplay.
the whole
Aye.
idea of this is that all the money is going to the established artists
but that's the thing. Like,
rather
there's-
than
nothing's
anyone
good
new.
to- Aye.
This is all about making the rich richer. Politics. Wow.
Aye.
It's about getting
Exactly.
rich, and everyone and all the new bands, all these up and comers that are trying to get somewhere, getting shafted.
but that's
I'm
like,
not even surprised.
but even then,
Not
like,
even
you've
remotely
already
surprised.
got
I read that about
Yeah.
it today, actually.
you've got Google Play's got, I think, is it Take That and Taylor Swift and a load of other kind of bigger ones as
Hey,
exclusives.
haters going to hate.
They will, yeah.
And
Shake off.
don't forget
Just
the
shake it off, man.
new streaming set. The whole thing that obviously Zane Lowe is involved with.
Aye,
the
the
new
Apple.
Apple thing. They're launching iTunes. They're basically changing
Well, that's what people
iTunes
say.
to be to be a streaming service.
To be an uncle, daddy.
So you're now going to have Spotify. The thing is, I think Apple are going to win. I think Apple are going to get
Well,
the best one because it's
they won't-
Apple
They
and
won't
they.
have the best one. They'll have the slickest looking one that Chinese migrants had to put together.
But the thing is, it's not going to cost. I don't know what the payment plan is yet, but I don't think it's going to
It's
cost.
only going to cost you becoming a human centipede.
But it also means that you're going to get all the stuff you can buy from the iTunes store is streamable, which means your everything, your Beatles, your fucking Metallica, all your well, I'm assuming because thing is Coldplay and all that, they've kind of got all these
Why
big.
the fuck would you want Coldplay though?
I know that's what I'm saying. Coldplay's one of the ones back in Tidal.
Suicide can be lonely.
But the thing is, they're not going to want to pull out of the iTunes sales.
Yeah, that's
so I think
crazy.
the way a funny feeling what I read is the way it's going to be is that the entire
Relax.
library streamable. So you can either go right, Apple, you can sell us on iTunes and have us as streaming, or we can't be there at all. So all these people aren't going to
Yeah.
forego
Aye,
their
pull out of it.
millions.
Yeah.
So I think that's how Apple will win because they've got them by the fucking balls already.
Absolutely,
They say,
right.
well, Rihanna, if you don't want to stream through iTunes, you can't be sold through it either. So bye. Oh well, okay, right. Just let me be streamed as well. That's the way it's going
That's just
to
going
happen.
to give Jay-Z another
let me just
fucking
think of this.
idea.
I just need a new ivory back scratcher. I can't go without one. Yeah,
Hey, back scratch.
that's what I always think of when it comes
Get back
to
in your tower.
No, you're kind of right though.
ivory
I
tower back
I
scratcher.
totally get what you
Back
mean. With that,
scratcher.
though. You're right. You're absolutely right. But what I was saying, I would just like the bands that I listen to aren't necessarily really mainstream. So like I'm more into like your SoundClouds and Bandcamps and things. I that does me. I'm happy with that. I really am. Like, we'll
yeah.
talk about this later
Try
on.
to discover
Yeah,
new music
Yeah,
discovery.
I'm more a new music kind of person. It's just I'm always happy like that.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be. It just sometimes you get a hidden gem. You go
You're
fucking
just
hell.
you're just home with the Downies, man. Down with the homies.
Aye. Down with the Downies.
Down with the uppies. Up with the downers. up with the
That shouldn't have been.
Up
So
the-
I think, wait,
whatever.
are we
What
in
if
agreement
you
that
kept-
Tidal's
wait,
a pile
what?
of shite then?
what?
Tidal's a pile of shite then?
At that price point, yes, because you
That's
can get the same
nonsense.
thing elsewhere.
Well, aye,
Yeah,
they,
for-
they
and
don't
better,
have. They don't
more
have a free
established.
service.
And
with
it's not.
Tidal.
Aye, this is also
Huh?
new.
They don't have a free service with Tidal.
No, that's what I
That
mean.
was-
It's,
that was-
it's all premium. It's all it's like $19.99 a
And the
month.
thing is, look, that,
I'm
the
not
problem with that
lining
is,
To listen
Jay-Z's
to-
you know what
pockets
though?
to call
It's like the
kids
difference
like
between
Purple
putting
Rain.
a pair of fucking Knicks on and a pair of Nikes on. Do you know what I mean? Same trainer, made the same factory probably, but you know you've
It's
got
a
the-
different
the-
label.
I
name
mean,
of
they
the-
all
Thing
call
is,
it
right,
some
if you-
child shark.
well,
See, instead of actually listening to...
I'm using that as a kind
Instead of paying the
list,
$19.99 a month for Tidal, if you want to listen to that music, put on Radio 1. It's the same shit and it's free.
yeah,
Aye, and it's still the same as
Same
Welsh's arseholes that
mainstream
plug it in.
pish.
Yep. Totally.
my name's Grimmy.
yeah, that's thing because you're only going to get
Is that your inside voice?
That was his Grimmy boy.
Oh, was that maybe Grimmy?
That was
No.
Grimmy. Do it again. Do your
That
Grimmy
was
boy.
Grimace.
Oh, right.
Grimace.
Just do one. That was really good. Look,
Okay.
we're
I got in
watching.
trouble for
Every
calling him
point-
the other day, so I can't
Every
say
point
anything.
and stare at Anthony when he's doing it though.
It's not
Anthony
happening.
did it. You're a
It's not going to happen now. Obviously, it's a shame.
What you can see is he's actually just shaking his dick at us.
It's a
very
shame.
good
It's a
impression.
shame this isn't a
It's small
podcast.
but majestic.
It's a shame it's a podcast that we can't re-listen to over and over.
Wait a minute.
I can listen to that noise all day long while I
Live in SoundShape.
get the olive oil out. That's just killed everything.
That'll
Yeah.
do, donkey. That'll do.
Well, yeah, okay, so
Tidal,
thumbs down from me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's about
thumbs
the
down,
art.
that's
It's all
that's
about the art.
4 thumbs down. Like a
and then
downy.
out, up,
down.
then down, then up, then up. Oh, and then you get hard.
I mean, that's not an official view of NHC. It's only our view here at the studio.
Yeah.
So I don't want to speak for anyone by saying Tidal's a bad thing, but it's certainly bad in our eyes here at SoundShape. What other news have we got?
I can think of some fucking
Go on.
bullet points.
Gore are being sued by relatives of the ex-singer for claims that they've hidden his ashes.
Yeah,
Down the
yeah.
back of the sofa.
Oh, no, this is
Right,
This is sort of breaking, yeah.
Is it hidden or has it been snotted and then shat out?
Broke or made
Oh,
better.
Why not just a fucking random total
We have the
random-
power to rebuild them, but I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Buckets full of eggs.
Yeah. The father of the late frontman Dave Brocky is suing the bands for allegedly retaining the ashes, musical equipment, and artwork. He's looking for $1 million in compensatory damages plus punitive damages for an alleged breach of contract. Unauthorised use of his image.
Breach of contact is good.
Aye.
So,
And,
wait, they have a contract
and the
about
return
fucking
of a variety
ashes?
of his
I think you
belongings.
contact
Yep.
the dead's pretty spectacular.
The
as well.
band refute these allegations, say we didn't steal anything that belonged to him, including his ashes. They've all been available to his attorney for weeks. Does that mean they actually still had them? though?
That's weird, I
I
know.
just have to point this out. For a
We
moment, I
didn't
thought there was some random shit going on with that recording on the screen, but there's a
We
fucking
didn't steal
fly.
them, we just didn't give them back.
Yeah, it's like we borrowed them and just decided to not.
This is
I was almost I was like really threatened by with death by a major Gwar fan who said they were going to do this like big.
I'm still annoyed at you about that.
Was that? No, this guy was like probably nuts, man. It was like I posted like the old Sneaky Pete oxygen thing on some American site. And I get like loads of likes and people are really into it because I'm watching it. This one guy was like, "Yeah, it's really good. It's not my thing. I mean, it's like it's like a good version of Radiohead." Which I was like, "Fucking, that's brilliant. That couldn't have been the best. That's like the best compliment I've ever heard."
Is he listening to Radiohead? I mean,
I don't get it. No, but you're right though, because like
that's the sound I was going for.
Yeah, but that's not the sound we.
Guitars.
Listen, Mark, that's not the sound we've ever gotten in our lives.
I know.
Right? We are not that good, right? I'd love to be, and I'd love
there
to
was the other time we tried to get the whole creep good junk.
Yeah,
and it
like,
never
the whole
happened.
night, and it turns out you're shit on guitar, so we just never bothered.
I know.
Like we actually ended up just getting overdubbing you doing good jink. Anyways, so this guy was like decided to take it upon himself to like be quite scary, and like I'd said to him, sorry, there was a kind of back and forth a little bit, and like I thought the guy was kidding because I didn't think anybody was that serious about being that mental.
Didn't think anyone was that serious about Gwar.
Basically what I said was like, "Oh, thanks very much, man. It's not really something we're going for, but it's really, really appreciated. Like, we're big fans." And he's like, "Yeah, I thought so." I was like, I still liked it. And he went like, "Yeah, don't like that. Why are you liking that?"
Yeah, I remember
it was meant as an insult. I was like, "Yeah, but we're quite happy with that." He's like, "Yeah, you want to get into real bands like Gwar?"
Instead
he
of
proceeded to
successful
just
bands.
be mental, and he was like on. I think the comments might still be on YouTube.
Wow,
it's funny, but
so pretty much what he was saying is until Tom York dies and Johnny Greenwood steals his ashes.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's pretty much.
We were never a real band.
But apparently, he was setting up a petition for them to play the Super Bowl. I think it was. Wasn't it? Like in
one signature.
2013, there was one signature on it.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. I think it may have been his own, which is even funnier. But this guy was mental.
Wait. He got more signatures. We signed it for a laugh.
That's right. You're right enough. He's
Yeah.
like, who will his only signature? Like how to annoy somebody who's wanting murder you. But remember though, I checked this guy's personal Facebook page, and it was a clear curtain, shower curtain. And it had like loads of handprints, like basically death and like slash marks on it, and all these weird kind of like just blood splatters and stuff. I thought,
sounds legit.
I've taken this way too far. Like this guy's not fucking about. Like I just need to. So I had to delete him and shit. And I was like, he was like trying to get me through other people's things and like commenting on like my friends' stuff. And this guy was genuinely scary, man. It's like fucking hell. Like I almost felt bad for having sex with his sister,
but not
almost
to the sounds of Radiohead.
He sounds his mum.
Well, this is an interesting headline and from the NME, the lovely unbiased NME. Prime Minister's wife Samantha Cameron listens to BBC Six music all day, and she is a fan of Policia. Is that a band?
Policia?
David Cameron's partner reportedly has the indie music station, quote unquote, constantly on in the Downing Street flat. Cameron was profiled recently in a feature by the Daily Mail in which they described. That's it. Game over. That's it. The whole story's done.
Okay, thanks. It's been great. Thanks. Bye.
But she actually got profiled by the Daily Mail in which they describe in detail her indie lifestyle. Wow. I mean, I don't know whether this is trying to clamour some kind of cool points or not.
By that, does she hang around with Bez a lot?
No,
to be fair,
he's totally against that shit.
Yeah, I know.
No, she is addicted to BBC Six music, or she better get that checked out.
Took a shitload of coke, probably. Allegedly, sorry for our lawyers listening.
Do you know what the bizarre thing is? Like most people can't get that station because they can't afford a fucking DAB radio. But yeah, you guys enjoy Radio 6. Thanks for that.
I know exactly. They always talk about like, you know,
fuck off.
Now over on Radio 1 Extra, blah blah blah, and you're like, yeah, but that's not transmitted on FM. You know what I mean? A lot of folks still just listen to things in their car and whatever. And aye. So you're kind of like, oh yeah, great. You're always advertising cool stuff that I can't hear unless you go online and blah blah blah.
Cool stuff.
And well, cool stuff. They always make the other stuff on Radio 1 sound better than what they're actually going to play.
To be honest, anything that's not on Radio 1 sounds better.
I would pay my license fee, right? That's the truth. If I thought for a second that I get my money's worth out of BBC yearly, I don't. Simple as that, I don't.
Of course you don't.
I really don't, and it's not worth it. Because I don't. The most I do is actually listen to Radio 6.
The point I was about to just make is
just me.
They always advertise everywhere on their website, on their Facebook, even on Radio 1 all the time. download the BBC iPlayer app.
It doesn't work.
Well, forget that for a second. It's always worked for me, right? But the point I was trying to make is, they're saying what you said about if you thought you were going to get your money's worth. If you're paying your fucking licence fee, they're then saying, oh, by the way, use that. So kids will be downloading that and going, oh yeah, cool, walking down the street listening to it, eating through all their data. Yeah. So you're basically paying more because folk, again, this whole thing that was online recently about people that don't realise Facebook is the internet. So they don't realise that they're online. The same thing applies.
We had this conversation with somebody's like, yeah, I'm not like. Something about the internet, it was me and work maybe. It's like some woman was like, yeah, I'm not on the internet. Then we I said something about Facebook.
Becoming a joke about Alzheimer's.
Exactly, it is.
I did say something about like, oh, it's
the national stupid.
Yeah, but I'm not on the internet. I'm only on Facebook. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
A huge percentage of folk when asked thought, no, I don't use the internet, but I do use Facebook.
Oh, that's hard work.
I do, really? Oh, you really must not be able to tie your own shoelaces in the morning.
It was in work. I mean, we were talking about it. I said to you, it's a person I work with, and literally said to me, I'm not really online. I'm only on Facebook.
But that's what I mean.
It's online.
But what I mean is, the thing I posted on Facebook recently was there was a huge, the thing that started it all was whatever it was. I could probably find it, but it's probably
was the Cold War.
Yeah.
And it was basically like it was say out of like 200 people at this website. I can't remember who it was that done it. It was like out of 200, it was like a staggering like 88% or so said. Well, that's what I mean. This is why we talked about it, because the thing that I posted recently, and it was basically the 88% responded with, "No, I don't use internet very much. I only use Facebook." No. That makes it sound wrong. What I mean is, if I looked it up, I give you the facts. Somebody's going to get fucking ballistic now about the fact that I said 88% as well. It's just a random huge amount. And they think that when they open Facebook, they're only on their phone, they're not online.
They think it's an app.
How does that work? It's an app. It's like, they went on to say, like, they post photos. And folks say, like, yeah, but I'm posting them to Facebook. That's the quote they said as well. When do you upload photos to the internet? It's like, no, I only upload photos to Facebook.
Terrifying.
No, but it's like there is no but. Facebook is online, and that's what's. And it's like, it was actually in like China or something. This thing was done.
Fucking hell.
And they're sitting there completely oblivious, and then their parents are getting these bills, and they're going, "I wasn't online. I was only on Facebook."
And then
wait. Are you
get back to the factory?
That's what I was going to say.
Those pre-marks.
You're telling me that there's a bunch of children in China that have got time for Facebook?
How do you know what
tea break do these kids get?
Well, do you know what?
As well, it must be one of those waterproof phones, because obviously they're in, picking like rice and shit.
I was just about to say, you go, Mara. I think you go, Mara.
Racist corner.
Racist corner.
Back to the
do you know what? Actually, it probably isn't China. Because I just realised, isn't Facebook? I think it's banned in China.
Wait.
North Korea.
I just heard the words "back to the Daily Mail." I need to hear where this is going.
They should be in a bit of shit over something they ran at the weekend. They did a thing on Sunday, and it was Nicola Sturgeon in 2001. A picture of her in 2014, and they called her Jeanette Cranky a hell of a lot.
Oh,
in their defence,
nice rag.
In their defence,
racism is acceptable if it's casual. No,
it's
just not.
That's not racism. It's not as if they're calling her a black. That's racism.
No, being sorry for being Scottish is racist.
Is that not xenophobic?
Xenophobic.
Both.
Xenophobia.
No.
That school picture of her. Did she go to Greenock Academy? Because that's what the tie looks like. And I thought someone was joking, but I thought actually maybe she did. Where did she go to school? Because I think it is a Greenock Academy tie.
Well, she's a spitting image of a girl that I know. She's still friends. I'm sure you guys pictures
by any chance
on.
Did you finger her?
No. She's a spitting image of a girl.
He did Sturgeon, aye.
No fucking way. Like, I just like to put that like a SMP. I'm a big fan of the guys that do
it
well.
was Salmon.
Fan of the work.
No fucking point, right? Did I finger bang the first minute?
Did you see that thing with Salmon though? The girl trying the hunt to find the girl licking the lollipop in a picture that was found online, and they're trying to find it. Did you not see this?
No.
Right.
Basically, back to Celebrity Beast. I don't want it to be.
It was really odd. A guy basically thought he was having a bit of a laugh by going. He tweeted a joke, a picture about as a joke anyway. It was Salmon and. I'm sure she's not been found yet or named. It was a girl from 2001, I think, and he's in Stirling behind the uni in a park, and he's basically like, honestly, this is why when you read it, I was reading this thinking this is dodgy.
Michael's arms are rattling,
and it basically wanted to say, who is the woman that? Can you help me find the woman that Salmond is feeding an ice lolly to? And it's a picture of him holding out a Solero, and then even that comes into debate because folk go, it's a Twister, it's a whatever. Say it's a Solero, right? And he's holding it out and she's licking it.
He makes his missus.
And apparently, it was in a Daily Record article from about 2001, 2002, and this guy thought as a joke he'd tweet it and go, "Who is this girl?" And then it became like a fascination. So he started making phone calls, contacting the paper, and they actually found, because he didn't even know what it was. They later found out it was in Stirling because somebody went, "I know that tree," or something. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe you missed this. It was an amazing thing.
Was it David Cameron? Because he's doing everything he fucking can to try and shit him up.
Oh, I think so. Oh, yeah.
I love it. In fact, see, like the thing with the SNP, they keep going on about salmon this, salmon that. He's not in charge.
I know.
It's like he's going for MP.
I know.
That's it.
Speaking about SNPs, like Nicola Sturgeon at the debate the other week came out first,
easily on top
by a mile. She came first. Fucking ankles were swimming.
I was a bit too late, did she? I should have.
She came first.
Fucking drenched.
She came first.
Even
she's a considerate, inconsiderate lover.
Even Twitter, the amount of people from England on Twitter saying,
what they vote SNP?
I wish I had an SNP candidate. I know, it's like.
Do you know what though? Right, here's a sketch. Right, for all you fucking no voters out there, right? I hate Brexit here, right?
Oh, you diminishing in number no voters now?
Yeah, really, aye. But the thing is though, he's wanted this. You wanted to be part of the union.
I wonder how many folk are now denying they voted no.
Yeah.
I voted yeah, of course I did.
I voted no. Like fuck.
But at the end of the day though, right, like, people in England going, oh no, we were better together. So how come if we were better together, then why is it like a fear campaign? And how come he's terrified that Nicola Sturgeon's going to be a part of this? Surely if it's a democracy and that's who's voted in, she's able to do it.
The thing I find quite ironic about it is that everyone's like, oh, we're better together, we're better as one big thing. But then
ruled by a little thing.
But it's not even, no, what they want is they want to be better together and like as the UK, but do you know what, see that bigger thing Europe that we're all part of, no, fuck that shit, don't want to be part of that. It's the same principle.
But
at the same time Europe has benefits.
That was one of the questions though that they refused to answer. She's like, you're not answering it then. She basically called every one of them out, and it was especially it was David Cameron actually said to. She was like that. So she called him David, which I thought was really funny as well.
Condescending David.
Yeah, aye. It was like, so David, are you telling me that you are refusing to rule out the fact that the whole of Britain will get taken out, or can we refuse to go?
Can each, the Welsh person mentioned it first. Played Kimber or something like that. Said it as well about can they have a guarantee that if each country has a vote, and if one says no,
it's fucking ridiculous.
But yeah, what's this?
We're just passing around some funny literature here. You might see it if you.
Hi, Edward.
no, don't read it out for the listeners. They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it.
They're not local.
This is a local manifesto for local people. Won't catch me with my trousers down. No. So another thing that we can maybe talk about coming on off of the TIDAL thing, you know, although we moved into something else. Back to
I like how this waves.
Yeah, it does wave.
With that being all about the art,
TIDAL and the waves.
There was a thing recently that I've seen online about a photographer who had previously worked with Garbage.
Yeah.
Who sent an open letter to Shirley Manson
back in the late 90s.
Yes, it was. There'd been a thing not long ago where Shirley Manson sent an open letter to Kanye West after he had his rant about art and stuff like that at the Grammys.
Yep, that's right.
So this guy thought
closed letters before
for the Corinthians.
Aye.
No.
Thing is,
you had to see through the envelope.
At what point is a post on fucking Facebook or the internet a fucking letter?
Yeah.
You know, what happened to good old paper and pen, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
What happened to that?
Because if it's an open letter, does it not have
come over here, they steal my fucking paper.
But didn't Shirley concerned?
Aye. Didn't Shirley Manson should it not have an address on it and that kind of shit?
Didn't Shirley Manson just recently have an open letter to
Kanye West? That's what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't. It was something else though. Something else.
Fuck knows.
Or it was. No, I'm thinking of.
No, it was an open letter to someone saying, "Can I have a career again, please?"
No, I think you're right. There was an open letter to somebody else as well.
And I remember thinking, oh, she's really just trying to. You know, get in the limelight for a bit of controversy.
I think that kind of builds into what I'm kind of going into. Well, she done this. She done the open letter to Kanye West saying about when he had his rant after the Grammys with
Kanye. Aye.
What Yeezus? cunt.
Kanye West is only trying his Kanye best. Which I've said on the podcast already, but it's worth saying again.
Hilarious.
So there was the thing with the Grammys where he went in his rant and all this shit and nobody cares because he's a dick. But anyway, she done the open letter. Since then,
Rose and Fred care.
there's been an issue where a photographer who worked with Garbage in the 90s has posted an open letter of his own.
I've got it here just in case we need to paraphrase it.
You'll need to because I'm just going to make it up as I go along.
Yep.
He said, "Shirley, you
just like Daily Mail?
cunt, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, dauber.
Where's my cash, you whore?" I think that's the gist of the letter.
Actually, it's kind of the gist of the letter.
The basic idea is he was contacted by their management company, Garbage's management company, saying that they're releasing a book at some point in the future.
No, I get the story right. Sorry. No, I don't mean that bad. No, like
I get it, right? Just shut
I
up.
don't mean like the beginning of it though. It's like the cheek of her, like she's basically
That was
said
going to be my final point. I was moving on to that.
I mean, this is the Jerry Springer. We'll get to the good bit at the end.
Go then.
Here's my final thought. Colin's breaking stuff.
See,
I
he's
actually
that
shit
angry.
my pants then.
You thought it was a guitar falling in your head?
It was a guitar hitting me in the face.
He's that
Again.
disgusted with me. He's wrecking the place.
Thin walls at SoundShape.
Yeah. He's decided that. Sorry, this guy's sent this letter to the management because they want to do this book and they've want to use some of this guy's photos in it, and they said that we'll give you credit. Credit. That's it.
Credit.
No cash.
No money.
nothing.
No money. Just credit.
So because of her entire rant about artists should get the credit they deserve for what they've done and so on and so forth, he wrote this letter back saying, well, I assume from your stance that you've taken that obviously that about getting paid for what you've done and getting the credit for what you've done financially is all sorts, that as a photographer, and that being art as well in its own form, should get the relevant credits due and not just a name put on a book. It should get financial monetary returns. So pay me, you stingy bitch.
And the thing is,
and she said, "Do you know Ken Man Fight like?"
And then he gave me a thumb, pa.
So his wording back.
Put it from me like
His wording compared to ours is.
The thing is, because this is actually interesting, because this is a part I hadn't seen. He says, "I'm a firm believer." This is a part written openly on Facebook.
Great points.
I'm a firm believer that musicians and artists deserve to be paid for the work. Which you said, I'll sign any petition that's out there supporting that concept. And even when I choose to stream rather than buy, I'm one of the fans of your band that'll pay for a premium service because I think you should be paid.
TIDAL.
And that goes back to what we were saying earlier.
TIDAL, yeah.
That's my point of view. Is it yours? When you think about artists being paid, does that include photographers? Do you think, quote-unquote, content providers, whatever the hell that means, deserve to be paid for their work? Or is that a special category for musicians? If I want to release a music album, can I use your music in it if I give you, quote-unquote, proper credit? So Garbage responded to that by saying...
Well, I didn't know there was a response.
I didn't know there was a response.
Oh, I've not heard of it.
Sure,
I just seen the
fucking
irregular.
It goes on. Garbage responded...
But to be fair, he was paid. He was paid already.
You've just paraphrased the response.
Oh, have I really?
Garbage responded in a post to their own Facebook today, April 3rd, writing, "Having already, in capitals, paid you in 1995 for the entire shoot from which these images were selected, we really didn't expect such a hostile reception to our inquiry." Then the letter continues, "The book's not intended," I'll try and just skip parts, "the book's not intended for profit. It's meant to create something beautiful of artistic merit."
They're just saying that because they're on it their own now. They're not in a fucking big record company. That's what they're saying.
And then it says,
it's to create the buzz
"We were
so
so
they can
grateful
mix
and delighted to learn that most of the photographers were happy for the images to be seen in conjunction with the story. Over the years, we've happily compensated many photographers, filmmakers, and other kinds of content providers for their work, and will continue to do so. With that said, collectively as a band and as individuals, we've often provided our services and our music for no compensation, just in the spirit of artistic collaboration. Obviously, we assess every request based on its individual merit, but we would never publicly admonish or begrudge a fellow artist for merely asking." So,
yeah.
And then blah blah. You can go off and read the whole thing if you want.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that sounds like you're getting fuck all. We're raging at you.
Well, thing is, right,
it sounds like a bit of a mountain of a molehill, because this will have happened many times.
In the original guy's email, he did mention that when one of their albums came out, I can't remember the name of it, he went to the shop to buy it. And when he got it home and opened up, one of his photos, lo and behold, was in it. Without any notice, anything at all.
After you go over the initial, fucking cool, wait a minute.
And then he said himself, he was ironically, because I'd heard it and then thought I would like to, as the band is someone I like, I want them to get the monetary value from it.
I think he
bought this album.
I think he done the pictures for Stupid Girl. I think he done a lot of the art round about then. It's like the second.
Well, the timeline sounds about right. Yeah.
But
Mid to
I
late
think
90s.
his stuff got used again.
Oh, that's
for
what I mean.
Push.
It
which
was a
is
different
like
album.
the third album or something like that. It was just kind of like, wait a minute. It's almost like they deliberately used photographs from 2-3 years previous, thinking, "Oh, we'll get away with this because he'll not be looking."
But that's like when he got.
That's an interesting concept.
He was like, all
That's
right.
the way I took it. Maybe I'm wrong, but
that sounds about right.
yeah.
He accepted it and he's like, fair enough. But then if they're looking to do it again and they're selling a book, they're saying it's not for profit, but it's making money.
Obviously, it's going to be sold. It has to be. Publisher costs are there. It's obviously going to get sold.
Exactly. So it's all to create a buzz about them, and I'd be surprised if they don't come out with an album in the next year or so.
I think
off the back of.
No, that is
their album's out this year. It's happening.
It's currently being worked on.
Let's be
exactly,
honest,
that's the point.
The drummer on that band alone could fucking single-handedly pay for their tour. Like Bitch Vig isn't skint.
And also, I mean, I know this is kind of a very technical, geeky thing. He's just released a plugin called Butch Vig Vocals, which by Waves, which will be making him money because he's obviously like had to do countless hours of time working it. Well, this is what they say.
Yeah.
A lot of technical work he's not involved in, obviously, but he's there to try and tweak the plugin so that people using it to make their own music can get a sort of sound of his vocal.
So you're telling me that like 10 years after he's made something that he could still make money on that thing? If someone else decides to use it at that point.
This is an interesting point. This is an interesting point. The plugin costs $100 to buy.
What?
Now that's an initial cost. Well, the full Waves bundle, which includes about 100 processing stuff, is about $8,000.
Wow,
it's very, very, very expensive. A lot of it's guff. A lot of folk wouldn't even use it.
I'm going to assume you have acquired.
I have not.
The easiest way around that is to acquire it.
You acquire it. I mean, some people acquire it. But that's an interesting point, right? Because I've never actually thought about this until now. We talked about the open letter to about the photographer. He's effectively put his name is on the plugin. It's his thing. It's his stamp. It's kind of designed. It's very sort of steampunk looking, kind of gears and cogs. I'd say it's ugly as fuck. Most folk do as well. But it's unique looking. His plugin. It's an interesting concept when you think an artist would make an album and then it gets downloaded, and obviously it's a plugin, you can only download it, it's not a physical thing. So that's money each time. If he got a fee for this and not a per download situation, as I say, $99 is an introductory offer because it's brand new for March. It only came out about 3 weeks ago. So like in about a month's time it could be like say $150, $200 to buy this individually. Is he able, I mean, would they in a thing like that, would it be okay for him to get money, or would they then make hundreds of thousands of dollars and then not? So what would they have paid him? That's an interesting. I've never thought about a plug-in model being based on someone's work.
Yep.
Like, this is how I EQ things, and this is my kind of reverb and all the rest of it.
Was it not?
They could make millions off of that in a year.
Absolutely.
So that's interesting.
That's right. I bought a garbage album many years ago. I mean, if I decided I wanted to play that,
shame.
Who buy?
Wow.
Thanks.
I've bought garbage albums.
You fucked up, Andy, right? You fucked up.
But if I decided that I wanted to play that to a gathering of friends and maybe a kind of party atmosphere where there's a bar that's
you don't have any friends.
A flange of baboons.
Indeed. If I decided to do that, I would expect, although I've already paid for such things, if I wanted to share that with a large mass of people, I would have to pay.
Oh well, no. They always say you're not allowed to publicly.
That's my point.
Publicly,
so if I wanted to publicly
on oil, there's always the disclaimers on oil rigs and all that as well. It says
I've already paid for that for my own personal use.
FIFA tournaments are a fucking nightmare when you're
so
on.
I paid that for my personal use. But if I want to use that elsewhere in a large
public
gathering,
no, that's
and then I then need to pay for it again.
That's of course when PRS comes into play, because PRS you obviously have to play. So, but then again, that doesn't always cover. And they're trying more nowadays. If your specific song gets played on something, but it used to be a blanket fee, which was like 1 cent. You know,
that's a bit hard as well because you've got online content. Now, how the fuck can you?
What constitutes a gathering to you? Is it like more than 2 people and some onion rings, or
this for me is right now? I would class this as a gaggle of people.
Okay,
I still think a flange of baboons is the way to go.
Another one was gangbang. Another one is orgy.
There's still people that
then on top of that, it's
flange
just sex
means
party.
A gathering of baboons. That's a real little joke. That.
But a flange is something, is it not? It is a clip.
It's not a gathering of
Is it
not? That was a joke.
Some they made up in Friends.
But there is something.
No, it wasn't Phoebe. It was on a. It was used on that.
No,
it was
you're talking about phalange.
A phalange.
There is no phalange.
Regina Phalange.
That was her surname, Regina Phalange.
But it was. I think it was on the Tonight Show or something like that.
Either way, it's fucking ridiculous.
There are some really stupid fucking names for things.
Not the 11 o'clock news or not the 10 o'clock news, something like that.
That sounds like something. Yeah.
It was on that. It was on Channel 4. It was on that. It was the kind of joke thing, and it was basically. A flange of baboons. People used it.
That's like, all I'm trying to say is like if I was to be charged more because I want to put it into the public domain for more people, then why shouldn't that stand for a book? You're absolutely right. As garbage, I'm releasing a book which I want to be in the public domain. Why shouldn't I then have to pay again for the content? If I'm expecting other people to pay for my content again for using it for the public domain,
you've used content far too many times. I've lost track. Sorry.
Content. Continent.
I know what you mean.
I hang glide, we hang glide, we all
content.
hang glide.
So is there like with books? I suppose is there
No,
a
there is
separate fee for libraries and stuff like that? Or fuck this. Let's end the show now.
Nah, end the show there.
We've done a fucking rabbit hole.
We've just squeezed that sponge
If you're
dry.
a man, you want your songs played, emails at nhcpodcast@gmail.com. Please make it so we can download them or have them on our computers.
Don't.
SoundCloud.
We're not going to sit with our phones and record the speaker sound.
That's not happening.
Because if you don't enable a download, that's what we have to do.
That's how the Temper Cam album was recorded.
I know, and it was a bad way to
what
go.
you can do is you can actually just put it straight on your PC and then send that over.
Just mail your entire PC over to us.
We also accept Maxell 90-minute cassettes in a jiffy bag mailed to SoundShape Studios at Greenock.
Which actually happened today, no less.
Well, actually, that's a funny story. A guy did give me a cassette. I looked at this thing thinking, what are you?
Yeah. What's
Anthrax?
This is what a cassette sounds like, people.
That's not me masturbating.
That's fucking nasty.
That was horrible.
I've not seen a cassette since I was like 12. What the fuck?
A guy
came down. He wanted to record an album, a solo album, and he gave me a cassette of demos. Have you ever heard of such nonsense?
How old was this guy?
Look, 40s.
The cassette isn't from the 40s. Oh.
We're also on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all that shit.
Just up.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Also, if you're in a band as well, check out NHC, who we work for, man.
Yep, this has been the NHC podcast recorded at SoundShape.
Yep.
I've been Anthony.
I've been James.
Colin.
Oh, we did it at the same fucking time.
No, wait till you see if you would do it. I just fuck it. Right, go on in. Go on.
I'm Colin.
And thanks to our special guest, Mark.
Hi, my name's Steve.
And Frank was here.
And Frank
was here.
It's the longest outro ever.
I don't know who Frank is. Fuck it. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
bye.
Coming on. Bye.
Let's go!